Hey, hey, hey. Hope everybody's doing good. Carl Bryan coming at you. We've got Pat flown in from Kenya. You guys seen his photo of him with a giraffe? Oh my God, dude, that photo was freaking amazing, man. I don't know. I was partially scared and partially in awe. Going, holy cow, man. It's a very close giraffe.
It was
Very
like,
cool,
yeah,
man.
5 yards away, 5 yards. It was like, wow, I've never been that close to a giraffe in the wild.
I know. Would they do like giraffe, like a giraffe gonna do much to you or what? Like what happens when a
Oh,
giraffe gets upset?
it
It's the most
kicks you.
agile.
It
Oh
kicks
yeah.
you with a
Ouch.
6 or 7 foot long legs, and then you just die.
Yeah. Okay. Stupid question. Now that you say that, yeah, that would hurt a little bit. Only 7 foot long. Is that how long a giraffe? Is that how tall they are?
Well, I think
Like
their legs are like 6 or 7 feet long. So, I mean, that was just
oh
a
my god.
probably 20-year-old giraffe. It wasn't the biggest you'll see, but it was a good size anyway.
Yeah. Classic. Anyways, all right, Ski. We managed to get by without you there on Thursday, buddy. Everybody
Yeah.
was happy. Speaking of which, Dave McKenzie was the highlight of the show. Let's open up Dave. And by the way, guys, again, Q&A call. You guys provide the Q, we provide the A. Oh, where'd he go? Bob and Doug McKenzie. There he is. Dave, you're live, buddy.
Hey,
What's
guys.
happening?
Big snowstorm.
There, I was going to tell you to do the coo. You did it. There you go, man. Maybe you are their cousin. I'm pretty sure.
Just a bunch of hosers.
I love it. So everybody wants to know, man, how did your week go? You impressed some folks because I got a bunch of messages after last week. Yeah. How's it going, man? What's happening?
It's going awesome. Getting a little bit busy, but that's all right.
Just in case somebody wasn't on last week, and I don't want you to go too in depth just because they can either listen to the recording or maybe, in Business Coaching Master, you laid it all out step by step, but just give us a real quick 1, 2, 3, 4. You contact them from where, you say what, which is your COVID script. Just give us a real quick 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, please.
Well, step number 1, I try to find businesses that were not hugely negatively affected by COVID. And then when I do contact them, I tell them I'm from the New Brunswick Business COVID Advisory Committee, and we're helping small businesses, and we have, there's grants available, and would you like to have a meeting? It takes 45 minutes, and just go from there.
And that's it. What's your take up? If you speak to 10 people, how many take you to the next step 3 of a quick appointment?
It's running about 40% right now.
Yep.
That's why I'm freaking busy. And I've got so much on the go right now because they're not all signing up right now, but there's a lot of them that aren't saying, they're still interested. So just keeping in touch with them and going the next step because, it's crazy.
Awesome. Cool. I love it. Anyways, that's good. So it's going well. You had a big week? You did good?
Yeah. So far, I've been doing it all face to face, but I may have to change that strategy. And because I'm I gotta just picked one up. I'm doing a APAS on Friday up in Sussex, which is 40-minute drive, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So, but
you should do it. Yeah. There's the challenge for you. You will be surprised. Look, like anything, it's order chaos theory, right? You'll go into some chaos and there'll be some, challenges and uncertainty and blah, blah, blah. But you'll be able to do, you might not do 100% of your numbers, but I would dare say you'll do 80% of your numbers. And when the numbers shake out, because again, that's like when you're consulting and you got to drive for an hour and fight traffic and fart around and then drive home.
We don't have
like
traffic
you can, yeah. Okay. All right. But for everybody else, right? 3 or 4 appointments in a day, whereas on the phone you can get 8 to 10 done, right? So you could, you charge half as much and make the same amount, charge the same amount and make close to double. So that's a challenge for you. I think you should experiment that. I don't travel. I'll just do it this way. And you
Yeah,
have a lot of people that
a
won't
day
show
like
up. It's a
today-
little more difficult. Okay.
Yeah, a day like today with a snowstorm, I've proven to myself how much, I just switched appointments over to Zoom and just how much more I got done. And, so,
Yep.
do you know what rush
So,
hour
and
traffic is, John?
No.
Yep. You have to wait one set of lights.
I love it. I love it. Cool bananas. Anyways, Dave, good job, buddy. We appreciate you, man. We appreciate you, all the, whatever you call it, all the inspiration that you give to the group, man. So this month, what are you on
so
pace
freaking-
for? Is 50 grand?
I'm easily on 50, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I want to hear. Good job, man. High five. Davey boy's crushing it. Yeah, it's pretty incredible, boy. Okay, we need some questions here, folks. We're going to go down. We need a little bit of female energy. So we're going to open up my buddy Sharon. Sharon did. Actually, you guys might have been on the call. Sharon was going to, were you on there, Pat, when I did that? So Sharon had an event scheduled, and we moved it to Groundhog Day, which was today. And so guess what? Sharon did her event today. So let's hear how it went. We held her accountable, and she did it. Now she's being all shy, though. There she is, Sharon.
I'm just waiting to be unmuted. When have you ever
How are
known
you, buddy?
that, Carl?
Yeah, I know. Okay. All right. Good point. Never. So give us the good word, lovely Sharon. What happened? How'd you do?
Well, practice always makes things better. I can tell you that right now, because I have 23 pages of practice script.
I love
and I
it.
fit into a perfect round 1 hour, and it went very, very well. I know my the woman who leads the chamber just asked me to make sure to follow up with every single person, get them on my schedule. So I thought, if she's telling me to do that, then I probably should do it. But there's a lot of fun. Mostly women talking about female energy. The room was
Is that right? There we go. And how many did you have?
I think there were 13. And I got to tell you,
good job.
I completely swiped Matt McNeil's script. The Business Mastery event a couple of weeks ago. And I think prefacing the information that I had about break-even points and higher prices and leads and conversions and transactions, prefacing it with this notion of like, you have to get out of your own way, really put people in the right frame of mind. Like, it made them feel like they were empowered. And I got another thing I got to say is, like, this morning when my butterflies were all over my stomach, I turned on your day 2 breathing exercises. Got myself.
Oh, cool.
So,
I love it.
I'm just actually been working on email follow-ups right now.
So give us the crazy ones. Give us the spiel. Let's hear it.
Oh, good Lord. You don't want to know that. Like I just said, it was 23 pages.
No. I just mean the 2-line, from in the morning. What do we say? The crazy ones.
Oh, yes. The crazy ones have all the money. Getting clients Getting clients is easy.
Getting clients is easy. That's it. But they make all the money. Crazy ones make all the money. Getting clients is easy. Getting clients is fun. There we go. Good job. Anyway, so you did good. So you got some follow-ups. So give us how many follow-ups you got?
I don't know. I'm going to be calling in to everybody today or, within the next day. I know that there were, I would say there were probably 2 or 3 people that were like baited. I could tell they were,
Okay. So hang on. Okay. So you didn't do a close?
I did do a close as much as I could do a close. I gave
them. So just hang on. Let's talk me through it.
This is my close is my problem every single time. I've been talking about this to you for years. So I said, how much money do you want to make in 2021? I will walk you through proprietary software that can tell you unlimited potential. So we're going to get you on my calendar and schedule a 15-minute call. So I had people, telling me, what's the calendar? So now I need to call them back and say, okay, let's schedule. So what did I miss?
Okay, we gotta tell you. So just, and this isn't just for you, Sharon, but everybody listening. Like, I gotta tell you, let's just say you have a 1 hour presentation, you got 45 minutes of content, and then a 15-minute close. You could mess up the 45 minutes and crush the close and do better than if you crush the 45 minutes and mess up the close, right? The close is everything, and it needs to be 1, 2, 3. You got to be super clear with your intention and what you want them to do and where you want them to go. But let me just, so number one, you should have just like did you put your calendar link up, or like how would they have set up? So you, and in what manner? Like, what am I'm looking at your PowerPoint slide, and then there's
I put it on the PowerPoint, and then I put it in the chat room.
Yeah. What's the link? Is it timetrade.com/7983, or what did you do?
No, it's calendly.com Sharon-frequency partners. So I can.
And that is your calendar link?
That is my calendar link. Yeah, you're trying to get.
If I go there, no. Yeah. Like, oh. Okay. So, all right. All right. Okay. So here's a little hack. If you want to get on my calendar, you go to onlinecalendar.com. Domain name costs me $10 a year, and obviously, and then if you, in a 30-minute is so I've got a different one for my 30-minute, and then I've got one for an hour. So instead of, and your last name is hard to spell. So again, I wouldn't have. Yeah.
Just Sharon-frequency partners, which is my company name.
Oh, it is. Oh, okay. Anyway, so sharonscalendar.com as an example. Could be your domain name. But you got to be super clear with that close, and you got to plunk it up, and you got to make it really easy for them to get there. Right? Pretty straightforward. And then so your close, like, did you say you're going to find them $100,000 in 45 minutes without them spending an extra $1 on marketing or advertising?
No, because I don't like that.
You should fall in love with it.
I can find the money. Okay, so I went through the whole 10K in 45 minutes, showing how you use the 10%, you use your baseline, and then you grow up by 10%, and then you grow up by 50%, and that's a 692, million, or 59% increase in revenue based on a, 25, 1,000 leads and a 25%, et cetera, et cetera.
Okay.
So I said, bring me your 3 numbers, your revenue, your gross profit, and your net profit, and I'm going to show you how to take ownership of your business. So stop thinking about how you're going to fail and start thinking about how to refocus your mind from the storytelling to find the revenue and growth that you need. So that's what I said.
Yep. Okay.
So it was strong enough, or I had that display in front of me as I was saying it, 659%, so now I just need to pursue them. Like, they gave me all of the information for each of them. I can call each of them individually. I mean, I actually have folks in there that I'm not even sure what they do.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to throw that one back to you and let you decide, but I got to tell you that what I said is significantly clearer and tighter than what you said. I'll just give you that, right? And a confused mind says maybe, and maybe is a no, because that means they don't do anything, right? So anyway, so let me just give you my quick close, okay? I do a presentation, and there's 10 minutes to go, and I say this, and I am more confident now than I am at any other point, because most people, it's like when I play somebody in pool, right? I'm not the greatest pool player in the world, but if I have a couple beers, I'm much better, and I'm known to win once in a while. So on the black ball, everybody always stuffs up. I see it all the time, right? And if you play me, I'm also going to chirp you when you get to the 8 ball. So I'm going to make it way harder. And that makes it even more so that you're going to stuff up, because I remind you that you're about to stuff up and that you're breathing differently than you were on the other ball. And why is that? And then you mess it up, right? But anyway, so at the close is like the 8 ball, and they mess it up, right? So you got to make sure that your breathing is relaxed as ever, and you got to be super confident. And the way that you get super confident is what Pat always says: practice makes perfect. You got to practice this thing. Like I said, you could mess up the first 45 minutes and crush the last 15 minutes and have good conversions. You do the opposite and you get bad conversions, right? So here's what I say. Look, guys, here's the feedback that I get every single time. I just walked you through X. I just walked you through 5 key areas of your business that it's not that it can double your profit. It's impossible not to double your profit if you actually follow the roadmap, right? Leads, conversions, transactions, pricing, profits. So here's what's on offer. Here's the feedback that I get every single time I do an event like this. Yeah, in this room, there's 20 people in the audience. Every one of them is there going, gee, like, that's pretty cool. I wish it was my business that you were talking about. Instead of going over the barber shop, I wish it was my business. Instead of going over the chiropractor's business, I wish it was my business. So here's an opportunity that I'm going to give you to the first 10 people that respond. And it's not limited to 10 because I want to limit to 10. It's limited to 10 because I'm super busy. I got a lot of other stuff going on. And this is a favor to XYZ who's running the event. The first 10 people that respond, I am going to do a one-to-one, and we will go through your business, and we'll go through in those 5 areas exactly what I just covered. I'm going to cover those in your business. And the guarantee is that I'll find every one of you $100,000 in 45 minutes without you guys spending $1 on marketing or advertising. So if you'd like to be one of the 10, and I'm going to suggest that you move really quickly, what I need you to do is go to sharonscalendar.com. Okay, have you gone there yet? So everybody, sharonscalendar.com. If I was on my computer, I would literally go to sharonscalendar.com. It's an NLP trick, and then they're all of a sudden there. But I go to sharonscalendar.com. There it is. You got to click the button, and I would actually click the button, NLP, right? They're staring at your calendar, and I would fill this out. Actually pause, a little X factor, guys, as you now go to your calendar. If you do that, and we're going to a calendar and they see an empty calendar, this is bad. So you actually go to your calendar and put basically a really chock-a-block with all different types of colors. If you're going to do that, feel free not to. But if they do to go to your calendar, you don't want it to look empty, or this will do harm, right? Anyways, unpause, back to the presentation. I need you to go here, sharonscalendar.com, grab yourself a time. Again, it's only going to take me 45 minutes to rip through the process, but every time I do it, you've always got a number of questions, because like I said, it's a real needle-moving, game-changing kind of session. I could show you testimonials of lives that I've changed, and businesses that have franchised off the back of the information that I've given them in this session. But I'll leave that up to you guys. Go there. But what I will do is I'm going to give you 90 minutes of my time instead of just 45 minutes of my time. Click the link, jump on my calendar. Again, I apologize. I can only do it for 10, but that's the feedback that I get every single time. And I wanted to honor this presentation and this time and your attendance with that offer. So that's it for me. I'm super busy. I got a jet, but thank you so much, XYZ, for inviting me. If you guys have any questions, direct them to XYZ. She'll get them over to me, but I got to get going, and thank you so much. Boom, there's your close. Something like that. And all I did, Sharon, what do you think? Would that work? Could you get your head around that?
I do. You sound a lot more convincing than me, but I will say that I also like that for my follow-up email, which I'm trying to get out this afternoon, which is, I can use that since I didn't use it in the meeting itself.
Yeah, okay, there you go. But all I did is I just said the feedback that I get every time I do these events is that everybody, they see this presentation and they wish it was their business that I was going over versus the barber, the butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker. So here's your offer. Like, that's pretty much what I did, and then I started waffling. That's it. But you need to practice that, and that needs to be direct. I'm pressing you on the close, and let's face it, your close was a little bit disjointed. That's the bottom line. This can't happen. Your close has to be tighter than anything else in the presentation.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I've been saying it forever. And I sat with a bunch of LPW guys in a call yesterday, and they were all giving me their options and stuff. But I feel like nobody said it just like that. So we'll try. No,
but again, I've done it hundreds of times, so it's not, but that's it. That's basically that's the pitch. Pat, can I throw it over to you? Any adjustments or anything else that I'm leaving out or that you'd add?
I'm just going to encourage everyone to just go back to this recording at the 14-minute mark and memorize that script, because if you don't have a better script, just go and memorize the script you were just given and literally run it through your head or through your mouth about 50 times until you can do it, in your sleep and without even thinking about it. Because if you can practice that so you memorize it, then when you actually come to a situation, it's going to roll off your tongue, like you actually know what you're talking about, and there's going to be no hesitation, and you're going to close a lot more clients. It's just practice, and now you've got a script to do it.
Right, and I agree. And by the way, and that's you're right, because again, what have I done? I've practiced that bad boy, like I've done it. I haven't practiced it. I've done it hundreds of times, and I've practiced it, I'm going to say 1,000 times. So you're right, just get it. And then Peter actually just mentioned, which is great, spell, not only say Sharon's calendar, but then spell it out, which again is just further, reinforcing where they should be going. That's an addition that I would agree with totally. So there we go. Good job. But anyway, Sharon, go get them, buddy. Go get them. Are you ready for next one?
I'm fired up. I'm totally ready now. I just need to schedule it. Find me the next group.
Yep. But remember when we talked, I think it was 2 weeks ago, and you were going to do your event at, I think, you're 3 or 4 weeks out. We said, no, right? Boom, Groundhog Day, and you did it. So make sure you give yourself props for that. High five.
Getting out of my own way, man.
All right, Sharon, you're a legend. Okay.
Hey, Carl.
Sharon, good job. Yeah, buddy. Go.
Let's talk about this role play.
Yeah, sure. Oh gosh, there we go. This is what a segue. There we go. In fact, you know what? You want to take the floor, or do you want me to, buddy?
Well, I'll just start it out. I was thinking about how we always are trying to talk to our clients about how we can optimize what they do. And, if we increase their market dominating position, we get 5% there. And hey, it's a $50,000 impact, whatever. And the same thing applies to us. And if we can become more confident in the software and we understand its power at a deeper level, we can go out there, maybe we're a bit scared in how we use it with a client, but we go out and we're like, oh, this is actually good. I could actually do this. Our confidence goes up, so our lead generation goes up. It might even double or triple. And then we have a little bit of practice with someone who knows what they're doing, and then our ability to close a sale goes up, maybe 5%, 10%, 20%. So finally, we find in a very short period of time, we're getting more leads, we're closing more sales, and our own business goes up. And so we've put together this opportunity, I think, for you to role play. It's actually with a lady named Holly Bell, who happens to be my wife of 30 years. And I'll tell you about this. As we started looking at the software even 10 years ago, she's been with us every step of the way looking at this. And every time myself or Adrian or Carl were talking about like, hey, let's go and do this, Holly's kind of in the background going, hey, and I'm running things by her. And she's been aware of what's going on the whole way. She's been watching me the whole time. And so she's going to be a role play specialist. And what that means is we're offering 3 sessions. And the first session you can see on the screen here is easy. So what that means is she's going to role play a bakery, and you're going to come in and you're going to try and close Holly in a sale, and she's going to offer very little resistance. Like you're going to say, would you like me to help you implement that? She's going to say, well, that sounds excellent. How much does it cost? And it's like, oh, okay. So you're going to walk away going, that was so easy. Of course it was easy because it was designed to be easy. But then at the end, she's also going to give you feedback on what you've done. It could be as simple as how you're sharing a screen. It could be your background. It could be the way you're presenting yourself on screen. It could be where you're looking, things like that. Or it could be like, oh man, you really missed saying this as you were talking about market dominating position, whatever. So that's the easy. Medium, she's gonna role play a salon owner, and she's gonna give you a little bit of pushback. So you'll talk about, do you have what's your gross profit margin, for example? And she'll say, well, it's the same as my net profit margin, 10%. You better have a comeback for that on what gross profit margin actually is, because when I was doing consulting a lot, that was one of the common answers I'd get. People say, well, I don't understand what it means. So you have to be able to talk it out. So she'll give you a little pushback. It forces you to learn at a better level. Difficult, she's going to play a chiropractor. You're going to come in She's going to be a little bit harder, or quite hard to close. So you're going to have to work out a little bit. But I think as you go through each of the 3 levels, your confidence is going to grow. Your ability to use the software is going to grow. Your ability to share your screen and lead people through it's going to grow. And then she's going to send you a recording, a Zoom recording of each of the lessons. So you can see how you look, how you tried to close a sale, what you said, and she's also going to send you a written summary of her feedback. So that's the start of it. Carl, you want to take it from there?
Yeah, well, did a bang up job, by the way. Yeah, look, I think, Pat, you did an unbelievable job of just laying it out. Guys, I just want to, and Sharon, I'm going to start with you. I'm going to might go put your name in there myself. You just got to do it. But guys, we're doing a bit of a beta test here. And no doubt you can see by the price of it, this is, you should just dive straight into this thing. It's a little bit of a beta test for the first 20. I'm not sure quite, but look, bottom line, those slots are going to go quick. So if you're interested, I would encourage you to jump in there. Even if you feel like you're, I don't know, what are we going to call it, reasonably seasoned with the software and the close. Look, if you listen to Pat on these calls, it's almost like a broken record, but it's exactly what he needs to say, he has to say, and he'll continue to say it. And that's it. Practice. It's just practice, 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 right? The more you do it. I mean, I haven't done the close that I just gave earlier for, from the front of the room. I don't even know the last time I did that, right? But because I did it so many times, you could wake me up at 3:00 in the morning, say give your close from a live event, and I could spit it out. So how do you get there? Just by doing it and practicing it. And that's the role that Holly's going to play. And I just want to, again, it's Pat's wife, right? But she is like, I don't think that there's a better person on the planet to basically do this. She's got a lot of experience in a, similar kind of role. So like you said, she's seen the software from when it was, a bunch of spreadsheets laying on the bedroom floor to now. So she understands that at an intimate level. And then, she just got the personality and the background to be able to help you. So I just want to encourage you to not muck about and just go and just do it, because you'll get there. So what do they do? It's /role play. Yeah, you've got it up there on the screen. So just go /role play. And again, do 3 calls, and then I bet what you're going to do is book another 3 calls, because you're really going to enjoy it. And let's keep moving forward with your ability to, get folks on the phone. And in fact, I'll even close with this. Remember, you've heard me say this a lot of times. Introduce me to a business coach with a lack of leads, and I'll introduce you to a business coach with a lack of confidence. That's it. Because if you have, guys, you've got the power to be able to find somebody $100,000 in 45 minutes without them spending $1 on marketing or advertising. That's like Superman being able to fly and then not using the skill, like as if, right? Spider-Man not walking up walls, right? Imagine if we were all Spider-Man. Well, it's a superpower. So darn well use it. And so the more comfortable you become with it, the more enthusiastic your lead generation, like what Sharon's done, right? We listened to Sharon. She's getting her mojo, and she's formed a joint venture with, I believe it was the Chamber of Commerce. And look, she had 13 people. She'd like to have 30, and then she'll want 300, but 13 for right now. Look, huge step in the right direction. And she's been around for a while, so she's done plenty of that kind of stuff. But no doubt, you can see that is, you can hear the way she's talking. She's on her way, right? Like it's a lead to so many more things. So I just think that this is going to increase your confidence big time. And I just want to tell you, this, don't even muck about. I would just hope that I'm in the top 20 is what I would. So just, jump in there, role play, hit book now, and bingo, bango, bongo. So there we go, Pat. What do you think? Anything else?
Yeah, we've already got some like senior coaches have signed up. We got some beginners have signed up. And if you're a beginner and if you're like at all scared about using software or doing a Zoom call with someone, I just say that Holly is very encouraging. She's very patient. She's worked with people, online, setting up people in software and stuff like that around the world. And she's very gracious and encouraging and patient. So if you've got any fear at all about like, what am I going to do? And am I at the right level? Just trust me, she's going to take you to the next level very quickly if you're brand new. If you're a seasoned coach, there'll be some things that she can refine and help you. I know she was on one coach's website today. Like, she does a little bit of intel gathering on you guys, and she goes into your website and checks you out and who are you and who's she meeting with. And she's like, okay, we've got some work to do. So
Yeah.
yeah,
That's it. And she will, and she'll, she's going to be like, she will give you that. If you're making a meal of it, she's going to tell you, right? But she's not just going to tell you, she's going to help you. She's going to guide you. So yeah, it's, just jump on it, guys. Like I said, I'd just be hoping I'm going to be in the top 20. And the reason 20, we've only got so much time on our calendar, right? It's not some takeaway. It's just, that's just a function. She's not working 24 hours a day. So go and do it. And like I said, it's a bit of a beta test, and we're going to get some feedback, and let's pitter patter, let's get at her. So that's what we got. Well done. Well done.
Good. Are there any more questions?
On that note, hang on a second. Truth. Sharon's here. Truth. I love it. There you go. And Sharon, make sure, jump on that. There we go. Peter, just jump. Yeah, Peter's asking, just jump on that book now, buddy. Hang on, Peter, I'm just going to open you up, buddy, because I'm not sure exactly what you're asking. There he is.
Yes,
Peter Jepson. What's happening, buddy?
Yeah. Oh, I see what you mean. So I just do /role play, and that's how I get on.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Just go to the domain name.
But
/role play.
When you said Sharon's Calendar, and I said spell it, when I do SharonsCalendar.com, nothing comes up.
No, it's because she doesn't own that domain name, and I told her to, right? Like, so she was giving a domain name like her, like her company website. And I just I send you online-calendar.com, and then my time trade calendar pops up. So anyway, so you could see how if you own peterscalendar.com. You know what I mean? JepsonCalendar.com, whatever. You know what I mean? Peter Jepson Calendar. Like that's right. Like PeterJepsonCalendar.com. That is 100% not bought, right? So you just want to get something really nice and easy. But Sharon's Calendar is probably available as a domain name, and that's what would happen. So there we go.
So the rest of the main question is, I'm going through day 1, day 2 on the 100K presentation, and it's really good. But it does not allow me to pause it if I want to go to the restroom, or it doesn't allow me to replay it and listen again quickly. So there's no, I don't know. That's a. Oh, I don't want to.
You could send Adrian. You should absolutely be able to pause it. I'm sure, but just send Adrian an email. I'm not sure.
Okay.
You do that, and we'll.
Are there PowerPoint slides that are independent somewhere in resources?
Yes, they are. Hang on, let me just think. We talked about that, didn't we, Pat? Both back and forth. They're in your certified. Go to your certified account, and they're going to be there.
Okay.
Bananas. All right, buddy. There we go, man. There we go. I'm going to put any other questions? Are we all good?
No, that's good. Thanks.
Awesome. Okay,
and
buddy.
Yes, Sharon, Holly will be gentle. That's great. Yeah,
Sharon wants her to be gentle. No, I'm going to actually, Pat, after your email to be gentle, I'm going to send one to say, be harder than ever on damn Sharon. She's got so much potential. She'll crush it. No, that's good.
I'll give you a little insight into Holly. She's like the person with one of the most extraordinary networking gifts I've ever seen, maybe the most extraordinary. She's the kind of person that when I go into a grocery store shopping with her, she comes out like I'm just like waiting at the end of the cash register, like let's get going. But she's learned the cashier's name. He knows their story. He's gonna meet with her after for tea or something. Like it happens all the time. She knows everyone. She knows people everywhere around the world. It's like she just doesn't stop making friends. And when you meet with Holly, you'll probably want to be her friend and get on her Facebook page and all that too, because she's just likes to make friends and she's very warm like that. So just be prepared.
Your bride of 30 years. You hear that, folks? How long you guys been married?
30 years.
That's it. You want to be married 30 years, folks. This is the way that you speak about your wife and admire her. What a legend you are, Pat. I love it, buddy. Good job, man.
I learned a long time ago, if I want to be treated like a king, I sure as hell better treat my wife like a queen.
Like a queen. There we go. Damn. Wonder if Tammy's listening here. She might get you to do a little relationship call with me. Joking. Probably. I'm kidding around, folks. Kidding around. All right. Okay. Let's move on from that. All right, folks. All right. So Q&A call. If you guys don't have any questions, the man and I are going to jet. Oh, hang on. Michael Raymond has his hand up. Michael, we're coming for you, buddy. Michael, you're live.
Yeah, hey, how's it going?
So, what's happening?
Just a real quick question. I did my first quick start PAS, the other day, and I think I did it wrong. I went through the whole thing. It took me 2 days, like a total of 3 hours to do the quick start. But I think I learned that I needed to try to figure out like maybe the top few strategies, maybe that my client was dealing with. Is that right? I mean, do you usually go through the whole thing with them, the quick start?
Yes. The answer is no. You're going to, you want to pick. So before I got there, I would do a little bit of homework and a little bit of brainstorming. And I would think, what are the key areas that I'm going to go through? So no, you wouldn't get through all 12 because it would take you too long. Logically, most kind of get through 3 or 4. You also might want to be thinking not only the ones that will be best for them, but also the ones that you're most suited to kind of talk about and help them in and around. Because I don't need to sit with the business owner to know that they're going to need some help in all 12 areas. And I'd be amazed if there's one actual area that they're really, got it dialed in. But that's, yeah, you'd pick 3 or 4. Really look, here's what you're trying to do. When you get there, you're either going to be saying you're going to find them 10 grand in 45 minutes, 50 grand in 45 minutes, or 100 grand in 45 minutes. It's kind of up to you and how confident you feel, right? Well, you're going to be able to find them 100 grand in 45 minutes really easily. But remember, I booked 90 minutes, not 45 minutes, because I want to be able to close you as well. Going to have some questions. I want to have a little bit of extra time, right? So book 90 minutes with them, go through the process. We'll watch the top right of the software, and you're going to see that the numbers follow you, right? Like you're going to be able to see when you surpass the $50, $75, or $100,000 mark. And that would be roughly your cue to say, holy smokes, like, we only covered 4 areas. There's 12. All the 8 others would be able to impact you. We've already got over 100 grand. Look, how are you feeling at this stage? Does it feel like a little bit of direction might not be a bad idea? Listen, not just listening to what they say, but the manner in which they say it. And if you're sitting face to face with them, you want to be, reading some body language, and then you go into your close, or you keep talking. Otherwise, you keep going.
Oh, okay. Right? Yeah. And then that's great. Thanks for that. The other question I had was, when we print the report out for them, and we send that to them, I've promised them that I'm going to provide them with like implementation steps, a step-by-step roadmap.
Yep.
That's not automatically integrated, right, into it?
Yep. Yeah. The report is Pat, you want to take this? The report is step by step. If you just exported it, made some minor changes with your own name, press send, you'd be giving them a better step-by-step roadmap than they probably ever received in their life for their business.
Oh, okay. Because I noticed that like when I click on the drop down for the implementation, it has all these steps. Is that included in there or not? Or does it need to be?
The answer is, did you fill it out? So just go and fill out, like when you're done, you filled out 4 sections, go fill out the other 8. And then on the on the report, all 12 sections will print out.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm just wondering, the implementation, where it talks about like, it asks all the questions. There's all these little things that drop down in the implementation.
Oh, I see. You're talking about adding all of this.
Yeah, and I'm not sure. I mean, maybe we shouldn't be doing that. I don't know.
No,
Oh, I
no.
see.
You should not be,
Okay.
because what you're doing then, you're giving them the keys to do everything that they can do without your help.
Oh, this is our steps,
Yeah.
to do with them.
This
Oh,
is
okay.
for
That's
you to
it.
help. They don't need to know you have this.
Right. Oh, okay.
I wouldn't even share that you have it. So you've got a report. You've got a couple things you could do. And with the report, you're going to use this to close the client. And you've got like these benefit, 3 benefits in a row, right? And here's
Yeah.
the impact. This is what you're going to give them. Now, actually, when you're consulting with them or coaching them and you've already got them as a client, you could use the roadmap and say, okay, here's generally where we're going. Here are the steps we're going to take.
Oh, I see. I didn't see that click to view roadmap.
Okay,
So,
yep, that's it
okay.
there.
Wow.
So now you've got the steps to take, but you're not going to give them the details on what to do. You're only going to give them the broad outline, because they can
Oh.
take this. They're not going to be able to do this on their own.
No. Well, that gives a lot more information, that view roadmap. So that's what I was looking for. I just didn't see it. So it was my first time, but so it was kind of a practice session. So great.
Yeah, good.
Cool.
Okay, well, there you go.
No, that's good. That's
Well,
great. Look, great question. That's perfect.
Yeah.
That's what we need.
And I'm all signed up for the 3 sessions with Holly. So I'm
All right.
Awesome.
not
Yeah,
good.
good job.
Thanks.
There we go, buddy. Okay, awesome. Okay, Michael, appreciate you, buddy. Good job. Put you back on mute. Anybody else got a question? Dave McKenzie's got a question. Yo, Bob and Dave, what's happening? Bob and Doug. I mean, Dave.
When leaving a voice message or sending an email, it is imperative that you provide as much
Dave, you there?
as possible, including
Okay, he's got his hand up. It's a good thing. There you go. All right. Cool bananas. Cool bananas. All right, Pat, what do you think? Anything here before we sign off, our folks?
No, it's good. I mean, I'll see you guys next Tuesday. Carl's going to be with you Thursday. I'd love to join you Thursday, but it's 3 a.m. for me here, so probably wouldn't make my Friday very productive. But I met with you guys might have seen the picture on Facebook, the group. I met with William and Calvin today, and these guys
awesome
are just
awesome
oh
photo,
my
man.
gosh, so we're working on some great stuff, and I'm really excited that hopefully in the next couple of weeks we'll have one of them to be able to bring to you, and a couple of weeks later, maybe 3 or 4 weeks later after that, we'll have another thing, and we're just going to keep rolling stuff out. So it's taken a while for the next big push, but tell you it's going to be worth it. So hang on.
Yeah.
Hang on.
Hang on to your hats, eh? Plenty coming, guys. You'll be impressed. You'll be impressed. All right, hang on. Before we go, let's just try Dave one more time. He's still got his hand up. Dave.
Hi.
Oh, there he is. Hang on. Dave, do you have your hand
Got me?
up? What's happening?
Yeah, quick question for Patrick. I got the new 100K training. I did day 1 today. There's a lot of stuff in that. Is there going to be recording of that?
It's going to be made available to you, I believe, after you're completed it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
That's my only
100% will
question.
be available. Yep.
Awesome
Yep,
stuff.
no, good. Good job. Okay, cool. Was it good, Dave, by the way?
Pardon?
Was it good? Like, was it really good?
Oh, it's really good. Really, as I say, so much stuff. I couldn't take notes fast enough.
Good.
So for everybody listening, you should have an email in your inbox from Adrian discussing. So there you go. Cool bananas. Okay.
I hope
All right,
it
Dave.
said we'll see you tomorrow. That doesn't have to be tomorrow. Second session.
What about, sorry, I missed that. What about the second session?
Am I able to take that like on Friday or Saturday, or does it have to be
Oh,
tomorrow?
yeah. There's going to be a recording for sure. Yeah. The idea is that you just get so much more out of it when you do it live. So it's kind of the idea. But yeah. Cool bananas. Okay, bud. I'm going to put you back on mute. Excellent job. All right, Pat, that's it for us, buddy. Appreciate you, man. And we'll be speaking soon. And for everybody here listening, I'll see you guys on Thursday.